Okay, to get a video in today I have to do it while I'm doing chores, so sorry about that. I've got lots and lots of laundry to fold, lots of washing to fold. But today chores will be my exercise. Walked 10,000 steps yesterday. I did some clothes shopping with my mum and daughter, and did one short walk and one 2.5 kilometre walk. It was a family walk. All three of us, hubby, daughter and I, went out last night, and that was really nice. It was dark. We saw lots of fruit bats. It was lovely. It was a bit foggy. It was really nice. We don't get to walk as a family often because our schedules are off kilter from each other, but we did last night and it was really nice. So yeah, I'm tired today, and there's all housework that has to be done that I haven't been able to do. Hubby's done his fair share. He's done a lot of the washing and hanging out, and now I'm folding. I've got like 4 huge baskets of washing to fold. He's out changing the tyres. We've got new wheels for the ones that broke the other night. So that's really good. But yeah, he has to take time to do that. And then we have to do a Costco run. Don't know if I'll be going or not. Depends on how my energy level is, of course, and how much of the chores I get done. But I'm trying to look at the chores today as exercise. I've put the laundry basket, the basket full of clothes, down on the floor, so I have to bend down and then sit back up. So I guess it's like a reverse sit up. And when you're this unfit, you know, bending down and sitting up, that is a sit up. It qualifies. So I remember when I first started doing it, I did it first time a few months ago. By the time I got through 2 baskets, my upper abdominals especially were so sore. Now it's okay. Well, before especially I had more fat to, so it was very difficult, and I was extremely unfit. I remember 2 years ago, I actually have it on film. I may show it to you one day, especially after I have a comparison photo of how I'm a bit fitter now. Was I did something called I called Get Up, Get Downs. I remember reading a book, watching a video about necessary skills, especially for people who have MS or are older. What happens if you fall over? Can you actually get up off the ground unassisted? And I tried it and realised that I couldn't. I needed a chair or another surface to put my hand on to actually be able to get off the ground. So, and I've always wanted to do burpees. They look fun, hellacious, but fun. Jumping up and down and doing stuff. And I thought, what's the most basic form of that I could attempt that would not only help me get up off the ground if I need to, but also eventually, hopefully, lead towards doing a burpee. Even if I only do one, that's fine. So what I did was I started standing. I'd get down onto my hands and knees and then sort of lay down on my side in a recovery position and roll over onto my back. And then I'd roll the other way onto my other side and get up on all fours and then work my way up to standing again. The first time I did that, I could only do 4, I think it was, and I was absolutely knackered, stuffed beyond belief. I had to go have a nap, but I did fall. Whereas, you know, the week prior I hadn't been able to get off the ground at all unassisted. And then eventually I realised, well, I built up to like 12 or whatever. I could do it for 15 minutes. But I realised it was exhausting me, and it came to summer, and I was like, that wasn't happening anymore, because summer, my muscles react poorly to the heat. and my nerves and everything. So it was too much effort. I went back to just walking and doing the laundry at that point. Folding the clothes was an exercise. So once that summer had passed, gave it another try. So I was 10 kilos heavier than I am now. So I slowed it down. I thought, okay, rather than doing it as a strength building, trying to do it as quickly as I can, I slowed it down and did it like a combined yoga strength training type thing. So when I get down on all fours, because my wrists are very spastic, my ankles are very spastic, my calves are tight, so a lot of movements are difficult that used to be like, that hurts, all in here, that hurts. My wrists are not flexible at all anymore. Sometimes I get sore in here just from using the mouse too much. It just stiffens up. So what I did was, when I was on the all fours position, I would rock my body in a circle, trying to loosen up my wrists. And then when I'd lay on my side, I'd stretch. I'd put my arm up over this way and stretch. And then when I was laying on my back, I'd put my arms up and stretch again. Stiff shoulders. Some of that's just because I sit a lot too, but a lot of it is the MS. Everything just stiffens up eventually, and eventually stops working. So that was much more beneficial. I think I got up to doing that for 20 minutes, and then I got COVID, and then another COVID, had an operation, then it was summer again, and I lost quite a lot of muscle tone that after all that. Didn't follow that right. And I realised I was just too heavy. I was just too heavy for my joints. I remember when I first did it, laying on my back, the back part of my pelvis, when I laid down, because I was so heavy, it felt like it was trying to separate. It was that painful. I don't know if you've ever had that, where your joints just do not like the position that you've put them in. So I then tried it with 2 yoga mats to try and cushion it a bit. That didn't help enough. So I got one of those thicker yoga mats. I didn't even know they existed. So then I put the 2 yoga mats down, and then the 3rd yoga mat to cushion myself on the floor, because we have wooden floors, so they were quite hard. But yeah, it's been a couple of years since I've done that. So I think I'd like to give that a go again eventually. But I don't know how that'll go. So I'm trying to get as fit as I can. I don't want to add too much and go too hard too fast. And I'm enjoying the walking. I know it's building muscle, because I've had a thing for protein this week. Oh boy, have I had a thing for protein. Lunch was just chicken. I roasted a chicken 2 days ago, and it's also gone. Today's the 3rd day of it, and it's all gone already. My daughter got a little bit of it for one of her lunches with some noodles, but I'd planned to make it last a couple more days. I was going to make some pesto chicken pasta with it, and some some miso soup noodle stuff, and it just it didn't last. I went to have it in a sandwich today, and my body said, no, I just want the protein, thanks. I just want the protein. So I had what was left of it, most of the 2 chicken breasts. I think it was about 350 grams of protein all up for chicken. Conversely, since having that, I actually have, coincidentally, since then I have more energy this evening. So I think I was a bit low in protein, because we've been trying to cut down on it because it's expensive. But my body went, no, I need it. I made nachos, and I had to have a tin of tuna on it. It was just, I didn't want beans or anything like that. I thought, I really feel like, because my parents are pescatarians, so they have taught me a couple of different things to do with fish. Just a tin of tuna, all dust in the clothes. I've been here a while. Been there over a week, so they're a bit dusty. Yes, tuna and nachos is actually quite tasty. But even after having that, it was, my body said, no, I want the chicken. So I'm actually very, very full still, like several hours later. But yeah, I guess, and because I was getting dressed at one point this morning, yesterday, sometime recently, and I noticed my calves. I angled my leg differently than I normally do. And I went, oh, and I showed hubby, and I said, oh, this explains why I'm wanting the protein the last few days. He said, oh, yeah, my calf muscles are actually developing again. So I used to have really strong calf muscles, and then because I didn't exercise for so long, they got quite scrawny, for me at least anyway, hidden under all the layers of fat too. But I actually have definition again, and like good definition when I flex. But that's another reason I also want to start trying the get up, get downs again if I can, because the rest of the muscles need to be working as well. I know walking does exercise a lot of the body, but I want to do some strength training because I think that will help with my metabolism and help with weight loss. But I don't want to overdo it either, because I tried doing push-ups earlier this year, incline push-ups on the footboard of my bed, of our bed, and it was good, and I was really enjoying it. But eventually my joints again said, no, you're a bit too heavy. So my concern is again that if I try this, it's just because I'm over eager to make more progress and bored with just walking. I must admit, I miss other forms of activity. I miss going swimming. Again, can't afford that, so it's that's out of the question. Miss water aerobics, all that sort of stuff. Water walking, I love water walking. So much easier on my body and good for the muscle development. But it is what it is, and I have to work within what we've got, So bodyweight exercises is what I wanted. I've been looking up lots of exercises that are good for people with MS or chair aerobics and things like that, and it all just still seems a bit beyond me. Even the isometric stuff, it just seems a bit beyond what I can do. So maybe I can do the get up, get downs if I do it at a reasonable rate, rather than trying to improve all the time. Perhaps I should just do one or two every other day. Literally just one or two to start off with. And don't increase every week like I was, or every other day like I was trying to do. But wait until it's actually easy to do before I do the next lot. Anyone got any thoughts on that? If anyone's even watching, if you're not, that's fine. I'll have to figure it out myself. I'm down to the end of this basket, so I think I'm going to stop there. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you later. Bye.